Hello, welcome to Competitive Exam Library YouTube channel. If you visited my channel for the first time or haven't subscribed, please subscribe our channel and share with your friends. I already uploaded the video in Telugu, but so many students are asking me to do the video in English, so I will do the video in English. So let's see the 150 important banking awareness questions, part 1. Okay. Let's see, MICR code consists of how many digits? Okay, MICR code consists of how many digits? 9 digits. What is the MICR full form? Magnetic Ink Character Recognition. MICR code is fully numeric code, total 9 digits. In the 9 digits, the first 3 digits denotes the city and the next 3 digits represents the bank and the last 3 digits represent the bank branch. Okay, let's see the example of the MICR code. Let's see the 9 digit MICR code. The first 3 digits is represent the city. Okay, the first 3 represents the city and next 3 represents the bank and next 3 represents the branch. Okay, city, bank, branch. City, bank, branch. In Hyderabad city, the ICICI bank and the Dilshuk Nagar branch. Okay, so in Hyderabad ICICI and Dilshuk Nagar branch. Okay, for the example, this is the example of MICR code, total 9 digits. Okay, 333 city, bank, branch. Okay, next, full form of IFSC. So what is the full form of IFSC? Indian Financial System Code. Okay, Indian Financial System Code is the full form of IFSC. So next, see, IFSC code consists of how many alphanumeric codes? So MICR is fully numeric code, total 9 digits, but IFSC code is the alphanumeric code. Total IFSC code digits is the 11 digits. MICR 9 and IFSC is the 11 digits. Okay, in the 11 digits of IFSC alphanumeric code, first 4 digits is the bank. So in the below, see the example of IFSC code for the ICICI bank. Okay, let's see the first 4 digits alpha digits ICICI. So the 4 letters are represented the bank ICICI. Okay, next the 5th digit is always 0. Okay, 5th digit is always 0 and next last 6 digits is represents the bank branch. Okay, last 6 digits represents the bank branch. Okay, first 4 bank, 5th digit 0, last 6 digits bank branch. This is the IFSC code. Okay, for remembering the IFSC code, IFSC is I and F. So similarly look like 11. So remember like this, IFSC 11 and MICR 9. Okay, what is the minimum limit in RTGS system? Okay, what is the minimum limit in RTGS system? The minimum limit in RTGS is the 2 lakhs and there is a no upper limit in the RTGS. Okay, RTGS means real time gross settlement. Okay, the minimum amount of RTGS is 2 lakhs. We have to do minimum of 2 lakhs for the RTGS and maximum there is no limit. So next, see, what is the full form of CTS? CTS full form is the check truncation system. Okay, check truncation system. So what is the check truncation system? So check truncation system means image based clearing system. Okay, CTS is basically an online image based check clearing system where check and images and magnetic ink character recognition MICR are captured at the collecting branch and transmitted electronically. Okay, so this is the check truncation system. So truncation means stopping the physical flow of check issued by a droid to the droid branch. Okay, so in the check truncation system, MICR code is used. So MICR code is in the checks. Okay. So next, under the switch service, customers may access their bank account and perform basic transactions from any of the member branch offices. Okay, core banking solutions. That is, if your bank is connected with the core banking solution, you can perform the transaction with anywhere in the India. Okay, so for you have an account in SBI branch Dilshuk Nagar, Hyderabad, but if your branch is connected with the core banking solutions or the SBI branch, you can do the perform in any of the India. So you can perform the transaction in Mumbai SBI branch also. Okay, if the branch is connected with the core banking solutions. Next, exchange of cash flow in different currency. Exchange of cash flow in different currency is known as the currency swap. Okay, next, assets or loans which stop performing after 90 days is known as the non-performing asset. Okay, let's see what is the NPA, non-performing asset. Loans which given by banks to the borrowers. Once borrower failed to repay either interest or sum after 90 days, it is treated as the non-performing asset. Okay, loans which given by banks to the borrowers. once borrower failed to repay either interest or sum after 90 days, it is treated as a non-performing asset. Next, who controls the monetary policy in India? Who controls the monetary policy in India? So, Reserve Bank of India controls the monetary policy in India. Which card is issued by the NPCI? Which card is issued by the NPCI? National Payment Corporation of India. Okay, which card is issued by NPCI? RuPay card. So, MasterCard, debit cards, we used the Master and Visa cards. These are the not Indian technology. For the Indian technology, own Indian technology, used card is the RuPay card. This is issued by the NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India. So, NPCI is the umbrella for the all Indian money systems like RTGS, net banking, RuPay card. So, all of these are under the National Payment Corporation of India. Next, commercial paper can be issued for the maximum period of 1 year or 365 days. Okay, commercial paper can be issued for the maximum period of 1 year. Next, the mutual funds in India follow accounting standards laid by the SEBI. So, mutual funds are follow the standards made by the SEBI, Security and Exchange Board of India. SEBI means Security Exchange and Board of India. Next, the minimum amount for the certificate of deposit. Certificate of deposit minimum amount is fixed at the 1 lakh rupees. Okay, minimum amount for certificate of deposit is 1 lakh and multiples of 1 lakh. Next, AML is a term mainly used in the financial and legal industries. So, expand the term of AML. So, AML means anti-money laundering. So, okay, anti-money laundering. So, next, PIN is a number allocated to an individual and used to validate electronic transactions. So, what is the full form of PIN? So, PIN means personal identification number. For the ATM, you have the PIN number. So, that is the PIN, personal identification number. So, what is the repo rate? It is the rate at which RBI lends money to the commercial bank. Okay, RBI lends money to the commercial banks for some interest rate. The rate of interest is called the repo rate. Next, what is the bank assurance? The selling of life insurance and other insurance product and services by the bank institutions. So, banks are sell some insurance product to the bank customers. So, that is known as the bank assurance. Next, why KYC? So, KYC means know your customer. So, the objective of KYC guidelines is to prevent banks from being used intentionally or unintentionally by the criminal elements for money laundering or terrorist financing activities. So, for the prevention of this criminal elements, criminal activities like money laundering or terrorist financial activities, so RBI has issued the KYC guidelines for the opening of account. You must fill the KYC form. Okay, know your customer. So, what is the full form of KYC? So, full form of KYC is the know your customer. Next, know your customer guidelines are issued under Section 35 Act of Banking Regulation Act 1949. Okay, know your customer guidelines are issued under Section 35 Act of Banking Regulation Act 1949. In BSBDA, so BSBDA means Basic Saving Bank Deposit Account. Basic Saving Bank Deposit Account. The credits in a financial year does not exceed the 1 lakh rupee. Okay, does not include the 1 lakh rupee. So, BSBDA means zero account, zero based account. Okay, in BSBDA saving bank deposit account, the balance at any point in time does not exceed the 50,000 rupees. Okay, BSBDA is similarly before no frill account. So, no frill account is changed to BSBDA. So, BSBDA is now changed to Janadhan Yojana. Okay, zero balance account, Janadhan Yojana. So, BSBDA Basic Saving Bank Deposit Account, the withdrawals and transfers in a month does not exceed 10,000 rupees. Okay, withdrawals does not exceed 10,000 rupees. At which rate RBI gives loans to the commercial banks? So, repo rate. So, now the repo rate is the 6.5%. Full form of CASA. So, full form of CASA is the current account and saving account. So, in what denomination commercial paper can be issued? So, commercial paper is issued in the denominations of 5 lakhs and multiples of 5 lakhs. Okay, commercial paper 5 lakhs. What is the minimum denomination of treasury bills to issue in India? What is the minimum denomination of treasury bills issue in India? Treasury bills are government security bills. So, this is the issued in the multiples of 20,000. Minimum 20,000 or multiples of 20,000. Who cannot issue certificate of deposit? Okay, who cannot issue certificate of deposit. So regional rural banks, RRBs, and local area banks. Regional rural banks and local area banks are no right to issue the certificate of deposit. So next, expand ASBA, application supported by the blocked amount. Okay, ASBA means application supported by the black amount. So what is ASBA? So ASBA is the Depositor Education and Awareness Fund, is maintained with the RBI. Okay, Depositor Education and Awareness Fund, DEFA full form is the Depositor Education and Awareness Fund, maintained with the RBI. So next, cash reserve ratio is the amount of funds that the banks have to keep with the central bank. Okay, RBI. Cash reserve ratio is the amount of funds that banks have to keep with RBI. So CRR is always kept with in the form of liquid only. Okay, but SLR is also maintained with RBI. So SLR is kept with the banks itself, but the CRR is kept with the RBI. SLR is maintained in the form of gold, cash, liquid. So either any one of the formats. So but the CRR is only in the liquid format. Okay, so CRR is kept with the RBI and SLR is kept with the banks itself. What is the maximum amount for transaction NEFT limit for cash based remittance to Nepal? So for the Nepal, the cash limit is the 50,000. Okay, for Nepal the limit is only 50,000 for the NEFT national. What does CAR stands for? Okay, CAR stands for Capital Adequacy Ratio. CAR means Capital Adequacy Ratio. Next, when money is lent or borrowed for 1 day or overnight. For the 1 day or overnight money is lent, this is known as the call money. Okay, so 1 day or overnight, it is known as the call money. Okay, so 2 to 14 days, it is known as the notice money. Okay, the money is lent or borrowed between 2 days to 14 days, it is known as the notice money. And more than 14 days, it is known as the term money. Okay, so 1 day or overnight, this is call money, and 2 days to 14 days, that is notice money, and more than 14 days, that is the term money. Next, treasury bills and certificate of deposit are considered as the instruments of negotiable instrument market. So treasury bills and certificate of deposits, these are also known as the negotiable money market instruments. Next, commercial paper is an unsecured money market instruments issued in the form of promissory notes. Okay, commercial paper is issued in the form of promissory note, CP commercial paper. Unsecured money market instrument, commercial paper. What is the upper limit in the public provident fund? What is the upper limit in the public provident fund is the 1.5 lakhs. PPF, public provident fund, upper limit is the 1.5 lakhs. As per the RBI guidelines with effect from April 1st, 2020, the validity period of the checks, demand drafts, pay orders and bank checks is the validity is only 3 months. Okay. After the effect of 2012, the check validity limit is only 3 months. After this is called as the stale check after expiry. What is the time limit for asset or loan to be declared as a non-performing asset? What is the time limit for an asset or loan to be declared as the non-performing asset? 90 days. Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation does not cover primary cooperative society. Okay, DICGC means Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation. This provides the insurance for the deposits made by us in the banks. Okay, so maximum insurance amount they cover is the 1 lakh rupee, but they does not cover primary cooperative societies. Okay, they only cover the public sector banks. RBI measure to liquidate the market. Okay, RBI measures to liquidate the market is called the repo rate. What is the full form of EFT? Electronic fund transfer. Okay, full form of EFT is the electronic fund transfer. Fastest mode of transaction is the RTGS. Okay, fastest mode of transaction RTGS. Alphanumeric code on check is called the Indian Financial System Code. Alphanumeric code on check. So alphanumeric code on the check is called the Indian Financial System Code, IFSC code, total digits 11. And the numeric code of 9 digits is called the MICR, Magnetic Ink Character Recognition. Bank pays interest on saving account on daily basis. Okay, on the daily basis, banks have to calculate the interest rate on saving bank account. What is the loan limit for the education under priority sector for studies abroad? So for studies abroad, the loan is the 20 lakhs. Loans to individual for education purpose, including vocational courses, up to 10 lakhs for studies in India. For studied in India, the loan limit is the 10 lakhs, and for the abroad, the loan limit is the 20 lakhs under the priority sector. So some sectors like agriculture and education are included in the priority sector. Okay. RuPay card is an Indian version of credit debit card launched by the NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India. So MasterCard, Visa card, these are all the foreign technology cards, but the RuPay card is our Indian technology debit card or credit card. Okay, and this is launched by the NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India. This is the umbrella for all the money systems like net banking, RTGS, NEFT. All the systems are under the NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India. Next, fixed deposit account may be opened for the minimum period of 7 days. Okay, fixed deposit is open for the minimum period of 7 days. And the minimum amount is 1,000 rupees. Okay, what is the minimum amount required to open a fixed deposit account is 1,000 rupees. Okay, total there are 4 accounts: saving bank account and current account and fixed deposit and recurring deposit account. Okay. The banks has converted all the no-frill account into basic saving bank deposit account. So the basic saving bank deposit account now is changed as the Janadhan Yojana accounts. The account is opened with a 0 balance and the overdraft facility also provided for the 5,000 rupees. Okay, so Pradhan Mantri Janadhan Yojana is the scheme for financial inclusion. So what is the financial inclusion? So taking the banking facilities to the poor people. Okay, taking the banking facilities to the poor people is called the financial inclusion. For the purpose, the government has to open the bank account for the minimum. There is no minimum, no amount. The 0 balance, with 0 balance, banks have to open the bank account for us, for the poor people. How much overdraft facility is provided under the Pradhan Mantri Janadhan Yojana account? So 5,000 overdraft facility is available for the Janadhan account. Okay. In CBS, C stands for core. Okay. CBS means core banking solutions. Okay. Core banking solutions. Next, CRAR, A stands for. Okay. In CRAR, A stands for assets. Capital to risk weighted asset ratio. CRAR means capital to risk weighted assets ratio. Next, IMPS. So IMPS is the immediate payment service in immediate payment service. IMPS abbreviation is the immediate payment service. This is the interbank electronic instant mobile money transfer. Instant mobile money transfer service through mobile phones in India. The facility is provided by the NPCI. We already discussed about NPCI. All the money systems like net banking, IMPS, all are under the NPCI. Okay, so immediate payment service is used in the mobiles for money transactions. So this is also provided by the NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India. Next, the Central Bank of India has adopted the new measure of calculating inflation, the Consumer Price Index, CPI. The Central Bank of India has adopted new measure of inflation that is called the Consumer Price Index. When a check is torn into 2 or more pieces and presented for the payment, the check is called a multilayered check. When the note is turned into the pieces, the note is called the multilayered note. Similarly, the check is also called as the multilayered check. Okay. How much fee charged to file a complaint under Banking Ombudsman Scheme? So what is Banking Ombudsman Scheme? We have any complaints about the bank, we have to complain in the Banking Ombudsman. Okay. So after 30 days, we have not satisfied. When the bank has any complaint with the bank, we have to write a letter to the bank manager. If the bank manager has not responded within the 30 days, we can approach the Banking Ombudsman. Okay, so Banking Ombudsman solve our problem and compensate the money. So for applying the Banking Ombudsman, there is no fees. Okay, Banking Ombudsman does not charge any fees. Who is the appellate authority in the Banking Ombudsman? So Banking Ombudsman appellate authority is the Deputy Governor of RBI. If you still not satisfied with the Banking Ombudsman, so you can approach the Deputy Governor of RBI also. If any customer is not satisfied with the decision of Banking Ombudsman, customer can appeal against the award before the appellate authority within the 30 days. Okay, if you are not satisfied with the solution, after 30 days you can approach. ATMs are cash dispensing machine which are owned and operated by the non-banking financial companies are called white label ATMs. So we see the ATMs, so different types of ATMs are there, white label ATMs, so offsite online ATMs. So if the ATM is you similarly see the ATMs, the name is branded as SBI, State Bank of India. So SBI ATMs are named as the SBI. So Bank of India ATMs are named as the Bank of India. but you see the some ATMs not named the bank names like Tata, IndiCash ATMs. So these are called the white label ATMs. So RBI issued license to some of NBFC organizations so they can establish the ATM, so we can withdraw the money in the ATMs of any bank. Okay, so they charge some amount for the transactions. Okay, these are called the white label ATMs. ATMs are cash dispensing machine which are owned and operated by the NBFCs. Okay, Tata and Muthoot Finance some organizations got license from RBI to provide white label ATMs. Okay, if you like the video, please like, comment and share. Don't forget to subscribe and share our videos. Please watch the part 2 also. Okay, thank you.